Hello everyone, welcome back. Hope that you had a great Thanksgiving. We're coming up on another holiday soon for those that celebrate for Christmas, and I have just been enjoying time with my family and my friends, and I hope that you have been too. So I'm going to go back because I just wanted to have fun tonight and to just do something fun, even though sometimes it's a little bit stressful, the technique. I'm gonna do a swipe and scoop tonight. So I'm using white as my base, and I'm actually using colors. I found out that I really liked this color combination when I was making my swipe technique masterclass course. So in it, I have a very specific tutorial on how to do this technique, and I used these colors just because they were what I had mixed up, and I absolutely loved them together. So it is an ultramarine violet, a almost like a cobalt blue or cerulean blue, a magenta, a bright orange, and a turquoise blue. And the combination is just really, really pretty together. So I am gonna be swiping with Australian Floetrol and titanium white mixed. In the course, I give tons of different recipes that do not even include Australian Floetrol. So it's been really nice hearing all of the comments from people saying that they can finally get these swipes and using materials that they have available to them. So the part that always gets me is the actual scooping of the paint after I've swiped, because I always like the swipe so much. So let's see how it turns out today. Let's paint. All right, so I just mixed up a new batch of my white paint. I'm gonna do a good amount in the center. Oh, I just started working out again too in my arms. I took like a 2-month break, and my arms are so sore and my legs are so sore. Trying to go to the bathroom after you've done leg day is like brutal. Probably TMI, but it's brutal. All right, let me pop the air bubbles. Okay. All right, so I am gonna get the lids off of this, and I'm just gonna kind of go for it. I debated swiping with black, but the reason that I swipe with white often is because the way my mixture is made, the white takes on, it becomes tinted by the color that it's swiping over. If you're swiping with black, the black is your lacing color, it's your swipe color. But when you use lighter colors, the color underneath it, depending on transparency and opacity, it actually tints the swipe catalyst. So that is why I decided to go with that. Oh, I'm gonna get started. Okay, I'm gonna go close into the center, just a couple of puddles here, maybe this one closer to the back. And now I'm gonna try to alternate these as well. My pink, I'll go right next to it on this one. This one, I'm gonna go on in between. Okay, now my orange, I'm gonna do one little bit of orange right here next to the purple. One right there. There are people doing yard work. I don't know if you can hear them or not. And then the turquoise. I think I actually want my turquoise to be here on this one, here on this one, and here on this one. All right, I think that's it. I'm going to, let me shake this up. Make sure it's good consistency. I'm like trying to hurry before the blowers start blowing again. All right, here we go. Okay, first things first, I'm gonna swipe on through. I think I'm gonna do this swipe first, and this might be too big of a palette knife. Oh, it never ceases to amaze me how beautiful that is. Gosh, and then I get to this point and I don't want to wreck it. Every time. I'm gonna do it though. All right, I'm gonna go. I'm debating. I don't know what I'm gonna do. If I'm going to swipe around this way with this one. And I don't know. I think I'm gonna use this palette knife. Should I use the tiny one? No, I think I'm gonna save this one for this last swipe. I am. I'm just gonna set it right there. And I think I want this one to come across. I want the palette knife to cover this entire area this way. So I'm gonna lay this down. Drag it kind of slow. I'm gonna try maybe even to switch hands as I come across. Oh my goodness. I can't believe I actually did that. Oh, that is so pretty. Oh, I love it. Okay, so now for this last part, gosh, what do I do? And you can see when I line them this way and swipe across, the colors kind of gradually go into one another. When you swipe on the same line that you've created them, you can see the colors stay in those lines. Well, I guess I'm gonna scoop most of it anyway, so I think I'm gonna come across this one here. I'm not seeing much. Okay, there, it's starting to come up. Okay, I think that was my least favorite color combination through there, and I think it was the orange and the blue, which makes a little bit of sense. It's still really pretty though. It was the orange and the turquoise blue. All right, so let me wipe this off. Now for this part. All right, so I really love that part. Maybe I'll start, I don't know. Maybe I'll start in here. Scoop that in. I created that little additional effect. Ooh. That did not go as planned right there. Okay. Maybe a slow scoop on this side. And then like that right there. And I'll try to tilt that side off. And then do I want to do any little scoops in the center? Maybe like that. Kind of like Winterstrom-esque. And that's gonna go off the side, but maybe I'll do it there too. Okay, I think that's good enough. I'm just hoping this one's gonna be like super bright, colorful, and fun. Okay, let me get my gloves on and I'm gonna torch this again, and then I'll tilt it out. Not in that order. Okay. Yeah, it's finally starting to get like the tiniest bit cooler here in Florida, and I'm here for it. I'm ready for it. People like start wearing jackets and boots, and it's like 65 degrees outside still, but we wait all year for like this 1 month. Okay, here we go. Because already January, February, it's like already starting to get hot again. Okay, I'm gonna stretch this one out. I don't think I needed any more paint on this. I think I have a good amount. I do kind of like that corner right there. Stretching to this corner. I want to keep some of that orange and that blue. Oh, so pretty. Oh, and I want to keep some of that too. That middle part stretched out to be just a little bit wonky, but I'm going to stretch this back down. Oh, that side over there. Oh, I love this one. I'm gonna take that white negative space off the end right there and have that just full with that magenta. Oh yes. And then just adding a little bit of motion back to this one. Now I'm gonna take a look. So the first thing that sticks out at me, I'm dripping everywhere, is this like stark hole of negative space right here, which I'm wondering if I just kind of drag it on along in there, and this hole right here. So I'm just kind of filling in those negative space parts, and I feel like this definitely needs one little. I think I'm done. I don't even think I finished my last sentence, but sorry. Oh, I said I'm done, but I just feel like this one little part needs to, that motion needs to come through there. That was that orange. Oh, I'm so glad I did that. That was the orange that I was missing in like the, now I can just fade that back out. Oh, yes. Yes, yes, yes. Super happy about this. All right, I'm done. I'm going to show you. Okay, so every now and again, I get a cursed painting, a cursed video. So as I came to go get the camera, I realized that my front angle did not record. Thank goodness I have multiple other angles that you will see, as well as I was showing you what's going on. My depth perception was not good. I swiped my finger straight through there. So I had to tilt everything over to the side again, which made this a little wonky and that a little wonky, but I tilted it back and I think it still looks really pretty. And thank goodness it was a swipe and scoop because you can't really tell. So here is the section where I did the vertical swipe across it. And you can see what I mean when I say that my swipe catalyst the colors tint it if it's light. So like you can see the lacing here is blue, it's purple, it's pink. You don't see white lacing. If I had used black, then you would see the black lacing. That corner is gorgeous. That purple and that orange are screaming fall to me. This corner is really pretty. That turquoise blue created almost like a little gray color when mixed with that pink. Super, super pretty. And I'm hoping that it dries well. I'm hoping nothing else happens to this painting. All right, I'll show you how it dries. I really like this one. I always get so nervous when I go to actually swipe and scoop. The scoop is the part that makes me the most nervous because I normally like it right after the swipe, and it's really just about kind of letting go and seeing what happens. But I like the little pops of negative space that are there. I like how the swipe fades in here, but is very bold here and kind of soft on the edges. The purple and the orange and the turquoise I love. But I'm going to do a vertical swipe painting next, I think. And maybe I'll use the leftover paints from the table for that one because it's a really pretty like purple color. But yeah, super happy about this. All right, thanks for watching. Happy painting. Bye.